there's three things. You have Donovan showing out like he did. You had the Tristan issue, and then Max didn't come back. Can you take us through a little bit on each topic?
Yeah, I mean, I think Donovan came out, ready for the moment. We talked about beforehand how special this game was to be a part of, what it means for the NBA to select you, to come over here and represent, the league and the game of basketball on a worldwide stage. And I thought Donovan was phenomenal at giving, the audience and us, what they came to see and what we needed to go and win the game. He was aggressive early and set the tone for everybody. He lifted his teammates up. So I thought he was phenomenal to start with. Max, has been bothered by some knee stuff. So we've been trying to monitor it and do what's right by him. But just tonight, we thought it was best to just, save him from himself a little bit. Obviously he wants to play every minute. So we just thought it was the right thing to do to protect him, get him some treatment and see how he feels for Chicago on Monday. And then the Tristan thing is competition. It was guys who, they were trying to raise the level of the game. So they were junking it up a little bit. They were trying to find their competition. So, you start trash talking, those types of things. But it's basketball. It's a part of the game, but the competition is the fun part of the game. You obviously hope it doesn't get carried away. But you love to see guys competing, and you see how much it means to these guys. And I think that's the takeaway from both sides. Both teams went out there, wanted to win, wanted to compete their tails off, and sometimes those things happen. But I thought the referees did a good job of getting it under control quickly and moving on.
The question is second row to the right.
How important was Jarrett Allen's presence down low as a sort of counter to when Brooklyn started switching? Because it seemed like he just gave Brooklyn's smalls a ton of problems on the glass, ceiling, whatever it was.
Yeah, I think that's where you have to find your advantages. If teams want to play small, or if they want to switch, and put a small guy on Jarrett, there's so many different ways that he can beat you. Obviously he's elite in the pocket. There was opportunities. I think we could have found him a few times. He got fouled on some of the seals. But even if you don't and the shot goes up, he's got the advantage on the offensive boards already. So, again, we're very fortunate to have a guy like Jarrett with the skill set that he has and all the things that he can do and how he can make teams pay for whatever decision they want to make.
Next question, the third row on the far left here.
Hi, Coach. This was obviously a regular season game, and for you, it would have been a home game. I'm curious about the in-game experience. The rumor from the fans, and all that stuff. Obviously, you were coaching, and that's the first part.
Yeah, no, it was fun. The environment was great. All the amenities here are unbelievable. But again, I think everybody who was a participant in this game and who helped put this game on, you didn't feel like a regular season game. It had, a little bit more significance to it. I thought the fans were awesome, very knowledgeable of the game, understanding, what was going on, not just yelling and screaming for no reason, like understanding. And, it was interesting to see them pick a side. And for wherever their allegiances were, they were rooting for their team. But again, it was about the competition. The environment was great. I think, this is something that you're going to see much more of. And it was awesome to be embraced, by the city and all the people that came.
Okay, staying on the left, fourth row.
Hi, Coach. Sami Sadiq from French Media L'Equipe. We talked all week about the challenge of playing after Sunday on a different continent with jet lag and all stuff. Do you think it was maybe the reason why the game was a bit slow during the three first quarter? And again on Donovan, at the end, it became a bit of a shootout. Like that's when you needed him to step up.
Yeah, I think you never know with how each individual is going to react to, the time change and all those things. I know, it's been a little difficult trying to find your sleep rhythm and feeling like you've gotten enough rest. But I think it comes down to, both teams showing that mental toughness and the ability to get through it because, again, they understand the significance of it and they're competitive and want to win. So, we'll see what happens. It's always going to be interesting now when we go home, how long it takes to adjust and those types of things. But it's well worth it because of the experience that we had here off the court and the opportunity, again, to play in front of these fans. And then, Donovan did what Donovan does. For a year and a half now that he's been with us, in the biggest moments when we've needed him most, he's found opportunities to shine. And, we were struggling to score down the stretch, but he took it upon himself and made big ones to help us keep the lead where it was.
Okay, right-hand side, fourth row.
Hey, Coach. Just a quick question. You play the Bulls on Tuesday. You're off until then. Any update on Darius Garland? Maybe will he be able to practice before then and possibly join the team?
No, he's going to be out for a few more games.
Okay, we've got time for final question. Gentlemen, sort of sixth row there on the left, Go for it.
Bayram Knaisi, Court Report, Tunisia. Coach, today Donovan Mitchell has played 41 minutes. On the other hand, Craig Porter Jr. didn't play. It's your choice. Donovan was phenomenal, but it's a choice for you.
Yeah, and again, this won't happen. We believe in Craig and what he's able to do. Just the way the rotations went in the first half and the way we were playing, I didn't think it was the right thing to do to just throw him in there in the fourth quarter, with so much on the line. So that was, coach's decision, just to not put him in a position where he hadn't played for 3 quarters and try to throw him out there. But that's not going to be typical. Craig will get those minutes at the backup point guard as long as Darius is out. But tonight the rotations just didn't work out that way.